And it offers to our kids another structure because we did short films, we did, I did animation, so all the quick jumping films, all the things that are in the world today, we played around with all those with music and with this neighborhood, because Aurelia and I worked at Brockman Gallery, for the longest. I was their curator and she did children's and curating and
and just worked in staff, part of the staff.
and Nelvana. So that was the beauty to me of this neighborhood is it had everybody in it. We had writers, we had poets, we had musicians, you could just talk to Billy Higgins, you could just, all of this was just our general melting pot that really we were able to inculcate into these films. And I'm quite proud of them. I landed here and I was like, boy, you guys are gems.
Well, I have to say that I dreamed of making films in '75, and as an answer to the exploitation of films, and I get to UCLA, and it was already being done. Okay, so I went into a community then, and all the brothers were there, creating all the kinds of images that I dreamed of creating, and the reason I'm here is because that community existed. They were waiting for us. You guys probably, I know you were instrumental in bringing the sisters there because at the time it was Ben and Hailey and Larry Clark and Charles Burnett. They were all there.
Yeah, we wanted a balanced approach to our culture.
And then they brought us in, and not only did I have a place, but they were our mentors. Like, I would not have the quality of film that I have if Charles Burnett hadn't shot both of my films. They counseled us, they just led us, so it was amazing. And I thought about how amazing it was and that somebody needed to tell the story, and then you guys did. So even the first time around, no one would know about us if the scholars, the film programmers, Mamie Clayton, who else was Mamie, and Broadway Gallery, who were the other people? Oh, Clyde Taylor. Clyde Taylor, if they hadn't written us down and developed audiences for us, no one would still know anything about us. So this is just the second cycle of that, and thank you.
My first trajectory, when I first came back from Howard, I opened the door and I was able to get to Label Makar because we were dealing with fighting against apartheid, and it was UCLA kids, and they wanted a place to kind of incubate and discuss in the community, so I offered it up, and Label started Lion King. He was the singer who used musician for that. So each step along the way, there's kind of like a harboring of people that a safe space that we were able to create within this place that addressed, and I was able to use the colleges and all of those to kind of push back the constituencies that went toward attacking us, for instance, because it was a full-fledged attacks on culture. You have hip, hooded kids, and they were all nice kids, but they were hooded, so everybody, including our neighborhood, thought they were like something to be feared. And then, they later find out of that hooded kids is Ava DuVernay was one of our kids who was there at the front door with these guys. She was a part of a group called Figures of Speech. So you see what I'm saying? I think that if by harboring, giving a safe harbor for places, it's important. And that's what I would say about all of this, and we're still doing it. So this man is come on, Billy. 2 seats.
Folks have questions?
Well, your work is part of global cinema. It's not only part of American cinema. But while you were doing your work in the 60s and 70s, did you feel that you were closer to foreign cinema than to American cinema that was produced at that time period? In a way, did you feel foreign to your own industry? And did you find more connections to global industry?
Yeah, no, that's very real. Yeah, because you go to Europe or Africa and they make you feel like, wow, they love your work. They like the context that you're taking and they see it for real. You know, it's like they're like all that commercial stuff that I see from America. I know that's not Black Americans. That looks weird, you know. But the way that you guys are coming at it, we're really liking it. It's like jazz. It's like blues. It's like real. So over there, yeah. Over here, even with my family, they're like, why don't you do Sanford and Son? You know?
Every time you're in the States, you're in LA.
A lot of things. There's so many things I like to do, you know, it's just a matter of time, you know, money. Always the case. You know, like many filmmakers, all have ideas.
And I read it, and I said, yeah, if I could tweak it. And she said, yeah, because she had seen some of my other films, and so she wanted me to do that, and I did.
We're glad to have you here to honor our good friend Ben Caldwell. Ben has worked.
This constantly about it's so him and all because he loves to party, he loves his whole life, and all of a sudden he's fine, you know.
I got a self-bomber, and I'll drop it on your mama. This is the real deal, baby, this ain't no drama. I'm playing from the heart. This is not no performance art. Somebody tell me, please, 444, what time does the next Holocaust start?
We have a performance set up for you there in the courtroom, so scoot on down the path here. Check out the exhibit in the hallway and make your way to the courtroom. Please, get to the courtroom now. Put your place in the garbage can. Don't leave a mess. Don't leave a mess. Don't leave a mess. Don't leave a mess.
It couldn't have happened at a more appropriate time in history, because we are occupying UCLA.
This is Charles Burnett.
Yes.
You know who that is?
No, who is it?
Yes.
Go on. To sleep with anger.
Killer sheep. Killer sheep.
Killer of sheep. Other brilliant. And you?
Oh, I did Waters of the Dust, Diary of an African Non-Illusion, and Rose Park Story.
And Brother Caldwell. Yeah, let's see, I did my first Medea, I, Babylon is Falling. I helped with Water Rituals.
Yeah.
And I helped shoot a lot of films. Moving on.
He was a young filmmaker. He was waved the future of black cinema, and he was good. And he's still good, but he has no support, so you may not know his work. If you haven't seen his work, it's because you haven't supported him. You have not gone and embraced him and breastfed him culturally, so he would also be a good example to many young people. It's the story of 99. If you see one black filmmaker make a movie, it means they've shot down 99 of them. If you see one actor, like Denzel, it means they've shot 99 black actors. And the proportion is very, very genocidal in black culture.